Hello, and welcome to another installment of Wildcat TV here on Comcast 15, AT&T UVerse 99. I'm Dalton Wilson, and in the newsroom with me is Micah Nickaway. We have some exciting news stories for you, don't we, Micah?
Yes, we do. First, we have a story on Community Unity Week with reporter Jared Hinton.
This week, many of you will be gearing up for the much-anticipated football game between our Wildcats and our crosstown rivals, the Jaguars. I'm sure all of you will be out at the game to support our boys, but there is much more you can do this week to show your school spirit. This week is Community Unity Week in Blue Springs. Let's go check out some of the things we have going on. Students this week have many great opportunities to support Blue Springs High School. Mrs. Knoll told me about a few of them.
So we have a Chick-fil-A competition, so all week next week you can go to Chick-fil-A and you can say you're with Blue Springs High School, and the school that gets the most sales wins. Last year Blue Springs won, so we're trying to take back our cow this year. And then each school will get 10% of their profits to donate to a local charity. Smoothie Factory is doing a competition as well, so you can go to Smoothie Factory and order a wild berry smoothie, and again the winner of that competition will get bragging rights and we get to put on their wall of fame. And then the canned food competition is something we're doing with fourth hours. So fourth hour teachers will have bingo sheets, and what you're trying to do is either get the most bingos or the most blackouts, and if you get the more bingos you get, the more you get entered in for a raffle for a pizza party, and the more blackouts you get entered in for a Chick-fil-A and a dessert party.
Mrs. Knoll also told me about the importance of Community Unity Week to the city of Blue Springs, as well as Blue Springs High School.
The whole purpose of Community Unity Week is to provide funds for local charities. So the Chick-fil-A competition is supposed to be a friendly competition. Obviously Blue Springs wants to win, but in all reality 10% of those sales are going to a local charity here within Blue Springs, and so we want to make sure and go to Chick-fil-A so that the more money we spend there, the more money is going to come back locally. Also the canned food drive, again, you want to participate in that because we want to get that Community Services League stocked up for the winter so that families who don't have food, who need food, can get the things that they need.
Be sure to bring your ramen noodles and canned corn to school this week so you can support our canned food drive. Also, be sure to stop by Chick-fil-A and Smoothie Factory to get some great food and show your school spirit. Reporting for Wildcat TV, I'm Jared Hinton.
Thanks, Jared. Now, texting is something we do every day, but when you're behind the wheel, it can wait. Reporter Kaylee Chappelow has some more to say with this important story.
Still have to get the food. I've got to get the gift. I've got to wrap the gift. I've got to, oh my gosh.
Mom, relax.
I forgot the cake. I gotta get the cake. There is absolutely no time. I have no time to get the cake.
Mom, stop freaking out. I will go get the cake.
Thank you. You're so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Just stop freaking out, okay?
No way. Oh, Brittany, I told you not to do that. Brittany, I told...
Mom?
Brittany, what's wrong?
Mom, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. Mom, it was an accident. Please, I'm so sorry. Mom, I'm so sorry. Mom, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Because of texting and driving, situations like this are not uncommon. Texting and driving is a major concern for high school students, and the Blue Springs School District is doing something about it.
I caught up with Mr. Jerome to get a little bit more information.
So we got contacted by AT&T, and it's a collective effort with all the major cell phone carriers to promote an It Can Wait program. And what their main focus is distracted drivers, and how distracted drivers account for more accidents and more fatalities than some of the other reasons why people are getting in accidents, drunken driving, things like that.
Blue Springs High School is not the only school getting involved.
It's just something that all the schools participated in, and schools across the suburban Kansas City area took part in. Blue Springs South, Valley View, and the Freshman Center all took part in an It Can Wait program, and basically just trying to once again bring in awareness and have students take the pledge to not drive while texting.
Taking the pledge for the It Can Wait campaign is a very serious commitment. I know I personally am guilty of texting and driving, and that's why I took the pledge. If you would also like to take the pledge, it's very easy to do.
Log on to www.itcanwait.com and select Take the Pledge now. I hope all of you will strongly consider taking the pledge to not text and drive. Signing off for Wildcat TV, I'm Kaylee Chappelow.
Wow, Kaylee, that is an amazing outlook on this serious subject. We here at Wildcat TV encourage students to sign up for the It Can Wait pledge. Now we go to reporter Thomas Hines with an important story on lunch rules.
Hey Wildcats, I'm Thomas Hines. It's often said that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. My personal favorite, however, is lunch. Both of these meals are available here at Blue Springs High School, but there are some things you should know while purchasing your meals every day. I got a chance to talk to our head lunch lady, Mrs. Lavoyevich. The first thing we talked about was how students can use this efficient new lunch program.
They can get more for their money if they go use the program instead of going in the snack area, because for $2.45, a lot of kids will buy just a piece of pizza, and that's $2.45. Okay, for the same price, they can get a fruit and a vegetable, or an order of fries and a milk, or whatever, for the same price. But I don't know if a lot of the kids realize that. I mean, they can get more for their money if they would get all the sides that goes along with it. There's 5 components, and they have to take, in order to get that, for that $2.45, there's 5 components, and they have to take at least 3 of them. One is meat alternate, grains, vegetable, fruit, and dairy. Like if they took a piece of pizza, you got your grain and your meat right there, so there's 2 components. And then they can take, they have to take, one of the items has to be a fruit or a vegetable. So they would have to take, and the French fries, they are considered a vegetable. So that, they could get a piece of pizza and a order of fries, and that would be $2.45. Same way with a sandwich of some kind, and with fries, and that'd be $2.45. They just get more for their money if they would do it that way, instead of just taking the sandwich or just the pizza. The breakfast is different. It doesn't go by components. They have to take at least 3 different items. I mean, there's usually I have out there, some days it's French toast, some days it's pancakes, some is waffles, some is biscuit and gravy. And then there's Pop-Tarts, granola bars, different kinds of fruit. They have to take 3 different items. I mean, they can't take like 3 granola bars, but they could take like French toast sticks, granola bar, and a milk, and that would be considered a breakfast.
They also provide a catering service for the school and the community.
They've been doing it for a couple of years, really, and it's stationed out of the Freshman Center. We have a lady over there, and she does a lot of small jobs where she'll go to, like, especially central office, they'll order different meals and stuff. But here, I mean, we always cater, like, for the senior banquet in March. We do a lot of the breakfasts, like adopt a school breakfast, we do that. We've done that for years. Anything that involves this school, we usually do it ourselves. Like at the end of the year when they have the retirement reception, we set it all up out here, and it all comes from the ladies in the kitchen. We do all that.
Well, there you have it, Wildcats. Don't forget this amazing new lunch deal so that you can get more for your money. This is Thomas Hines for Wildcat TV.
Thanks for the insight, Thomas. Now we're going to go to a commercial break, and we'll be back with an overview of the MIT college visit and some important announcements.
All new leather seats in every auditorium.
All new digital projectors.
We have the newest in 3D capabilities. Now that's what I'm talking about. All new digital surround sound like you've never heard before.
All new popcorn machine with real butter.
We have the lowest concession prices in the whole area.
And all new affordable ticket prices. The lobby is even new.
Yeah, these are new too.
Wildcat TV. Will Hampshire has an experience he'd like to share with you and some important information about MIT.
For the first time in our school's history, Massachusetts Institute of Technology came here to make a presentation to give you, the students, an opportunity to attend. I asked Counselor Ms. Schmidt on how a student could get on the right path to attending MIT.
I would say definitely come make it a point with your counselor to talk about courses that you're taking, make sure you're getting your tests, take the ACT, SAT taken, as well as making sure that you're getting involved in activities and that kind of thing. So just advice from the counselors, that's what you need to do.
And I asked MIT Representative Lauren Avalos about the opportunities that students could have going to MIT.
It's really a place where we try to have students come together to solve big real-world problems, as I talked about in the presentation. And so the opportunities that our students have both to work with other like-minded students who are pushing the envelope and pursuing areas beyond kind of the expectation that they even set for themselves in high school, but once you get to MIT, this whole world will kind of open. The opportunities that we have are really second to none. The way in which our campus is set up and located really gives students the idea that the world is their oyster and you can really explore the different opportunities to pursue different sorts of career paths and try them on for fit. You know, the best time to try out careers is when you're in college. There's no pressure. You can try something out, either you like it or you don't like it, but the time to explore is really the time that you have in college. And we really want students to dip into different areas and pick the path that ultimately makes the most sense for them. So I think that opportunity to be supported through all of your successes and also some of your failures. You know, not everybody's going to succeed at everything they do all the time. And so this is the time to try it, and we really want you to pick the path that makes the most sense, whether it's a straight path from point A to point B, or whether it's a path that's more like a tree, you know, it branches out. All these different resources are available to you as an MIT student, and that's what we really want students to know about in terms of the opportunities while you're.
All the students here today learned a lot of great things about MIT. Now they all have the information to pursue their goals and dreams of attending such a prestigious school. This is Will Hampshire reporting for Wildcat TV.
I'm glad to see that MIT chose to come here this year. Hopefully we'll see him return. Speaking of college, the Kansas City Art Institute is visiting on October 15th. To be allowed into the KCAI visit, you must be at a portfolio meeting during Wildcat Hour Shift A, Thursday, October 10th. Don't forget, there's a district college fair being hosted at Blue Springs South on October 8th. Over 90 colleges will be there and all Wildcats are welcome. Now reporter Sam Gilgore has an update on how last week's blood drive went.
Alright, as you guys know, last week was the blood drive here at school. I had the chance to go and interview one of the donors at the blood drive itself and got to see firsthand how the event went.
After seeing the great work being done at the blood drive, I found senior McKenna Parker, who shared a very personal story of why she chose to donate.
Well, last year my dad was diagnosed with stage 4 pancreatic cancer, and throughout his many hospital stays he had to have a blood transfusion multiple times, so I decided to give back today.
After she shared, I wanted to know if there would be any other opportunities to donate blood.
Yeah, absolutely. There's always a need for blood. If you can't do it during school next semester, then I urge you to go out to the community blood center and try to give.
All in all, the blood drive was successful, collecting 84 units of blood. Good work, Wildcats. This is Sam Gilgore signing off for Wildcat TV.
Wow, Sam, those are some generous students to give their blood to those that need it. Now we're going to throw it into another commercial break, and we'll be back with some brief announcements in our weekly sports update with Gunnar Strickland.
Like no place on earth, Lunar Bowl offers pure, out-of-this-world fun, and is completely smoke-free. From cosmic bowling to the newest and flashiest arcade in town, Lunar Bowl is loaded with great times. It also has the coolest lounge in the KC area, the Blue Moon, where on Friday nights after a Wildcat home football game, you and the family can watch a replay of the game on TV and enjoy some late-night food from their new menu. Sign up today for special offers and deals at lunarbowl.com. Lunar Bowl, completely family-friendly fun, located on Highway 7 North in Blue Springs.
Hey Wildcats, Matt Mitchell here at Culver's. How do I look? It's Spirit Wear time, guys. This fall, any Friday night, between 5 o'clock and close, just come to Culver's and receive 10% off your order when you wear your Spirit gear. It could be a shirt, it could be a hat, whatever Spirit Wear you have, just come to Culver's. Show them your Spirit Wear. You get 10% off whatever you want to order. Come before the game, come after the game. It's all delicious. You can come in and get your favorite items and receive 10% off your entire order.
Welcome back. Now here are a few important announcements. FTA will be meeting this Wednesday during the first shift of Wildcat Hour in room 133. Cat Madness t-shirts are on sale for $8. Pick them up in the spirit box located in the catwalk. Feeling like Papa John's? Then ask your 4th hour teacher about the Youth Corps Pizza Drive before October 16th. The pizzas will be delivered during advisory Monday, October 21st. More on this to come in future Wildcat TV episodes. Fashion Club will be meeting every Tuesday starting October 8th during the first shift of Wildcat Hour in Miss Fowler's room. Support your school and buy a Wildberry shake at the Smoothie Factory before the big game and win not only bragging rights but also a special spot on the SF Wall of Fame. Remember, you can get Lamar's Donuts in room 402 starting at 6:50 a.m. in between classes. For all the latest up-to-date info on school events, follow us on Twitter at WildcatsBSHS. The volleyball team will have a match against South to raise awareness of breast cancer on October 17th. More of this to come on our next episode. This week is Custodian Week, so thank our custodians and give them a helping hand. If you're good at art, then you should submit your artworks in the Pec Visual Art Competition. All artworks must be submitted by October 31st. See Ms. Coleman for more detail. The Milwaukee Institute of Art Design will be visiting October 22nd during Wildcat Hour in Ms. Coleman's room. Spanish Club will meet Friday, October 11th during the second shift in room 420. That wraps it up for this week's announcements. Back to you, Dalton.
Now sports reporter Gunnar Strickland has some sports updates for you.
Thanks, Dalton. As another week rolls by for Wildcat sports, this is what we have to look forward to this coming week. Softball starts the district championship the 9th through the 12th. Time is to be announced. Blue Spring South will be hosting. This Friday night is Cat Madness at PV Stadium. The football team takes on South at 7 p.m. Let's get fired up for this bragging rights game. This Saturday, the boys and girls cross country team will be competing at the Big Six Conference meet. Girls tennis team districts are Monday the 7th at Blue Spring South. If we win, we'll be going over to compete at Lisa in the North. Well, that wraps it up here for Wildcat Sports this week. Make sure you go out and support. Back to you, Dalton.
Well, that wraps it up for another exciting episode of Wildcat TV on Comcast 15, AT&T UVerse 99. Tune in next week, and remember, it's a great day to be a Wildcat.